Candy Henderson had just turned 32 the previous month, a milestone that felt more like a quiet victory than a celebration, especially given the turbulent path that had led her to this point in her life, where she stood on the porch of her newly renovated farmhouse overlooking 40 acres of rolling fields in McHenry County, Illinois. The late afternoon sun casting a golden hue over the test plots where innovative sustainable growing systems hummed with quiet efficiency, a far cry from the manicured lawns of her childhood home in affluent Lake Forest, north of Chicago, where appearances and financial success reigned supreme in the two-story colonial house with its three-car garage that symbolized everything her parents, Michael and Diane Henderson, held dear, her father, the investment banker who toiled through 60-hour weeks measuring his worth by year-end bonuses, and her mother, the quintessential socialite orchestrating charity galas and country club luncheons to polish the family's impeccable image in the community. From her earliest memories, the subtle yet unmistakable favoritism toward her brother Jack, 3 years her senior and the golden child destined to carry the family name into financial glory, was evident. When 8-year-old Jack took up baseball, their father swiftly hired a private coach and erected a batting cage in the backyard, while Candy's budding passion for plants, manifesting in a small vegetable garden that same age, drew complaints from her mother about tracked in dirt and a dismissive wave from her father who called it playing in the mud, contrasting sharply with the pride he took in Jack's trophies displayed prominently on the mantel, whereas Candy's science fair ribbons and environmental project certificates languished unseen in desk drawers, only emerging when she mustered the courage to inquire. By middle school, the pattern solidified. Jack's honor roll earned courtside seats at a Chicago Bulls game, while Candy's equivalent achievement merited a mere nod and the curt remark, "That's what we expect," imprinting the unyielding message that academic baseline was non-negotiable, but only specific triumphs, those aligned with monetary metrics, truly mattered. Holidays amplified the divide. Jack's 16th birthday unveiling a brand new sports car bowed in red ribbon in the driveway, versus Candy's used sedan justified as practical for-mere transportation, the disparity not solely in dollars but in the effusive excitement and celebration lavished on him against the obligatory pragmatism doled out to her. Yet amid this familial calculus, her paternal grandmother Eleanor stood as the singular beacon of understanding. Having herself risen from a modest farm in southern Illinois to suburban life, she recognized Candy's green-thumbed fascination not as whimsy but as vocation, imparting wisdom during weekend escapes to her cottage enveloped in a magnificent garden. "Not everyone measures success with a dollar sign," she'd say, her voice rich with the soil-scented authenticity of experience. "Some of us by the good we put back into the earth, guiding young hands through companion planting, composting, and sustainable techniques, gifting rare seeds, artisanal tools, and tomes on agricultural innovation that Candy absorbed like fertile rain during languid summers, affirming, 'You have a gift, child. The world needs stewards who give as much as they take.'" This nurturing peaked in Candy's junior year high school science project, a vertical gardening system earning regional acclaim and local news coverage, yet her parents' obligatory attendance at the ceremony brimmed with discomfort. Her father's offhand dismissal to a colleague, "It's just a school project." Jack's Wharton-bound, "That's real potential," stinging like frost on tender shoots. Tragedy struck the summer before senior year when Grandma Eleanor's aggressive cancer diagnosis pulled Candy to hospital vigils, homework scribbled bedside as she shared dreams of environmental science studies, eliciting Eleanor's frail but fervent plea, "Promise me you'll follow your heart. Your father lost his chasing money. Don't repeat the error." Before her passing 3 weeks pre-graduation, overheard at the funeral her father confiding to relatives that Candy's environmental phase would fade for practicality, spurring a silent vow amid college brochures to honor that legacy unyieldingly. Acceptances arrived with fanfare. Asymmetry, Jack's Northwestern business program igniting a lavish soiree for kin and contacts, toasting his trajectory, while Candy's University of Illinois environmental science nod drew a breakfast time that's nice, dear. Her enthusiasm for its sustainable agriculture research met with her father's chuckling query, "What does one do with that? Save the rainforests?" Her researched retort on burgeoning fields like corporate sustainability consulting earning a skeptical glance and conditional if business is involved, maybe there's hope, underscoring the pecuniary prism through which they viewed viability. Tuition disparities echoed this, Jack's full coverage, campus apartment, and ample allowance for networking, versus Candy's basics with extras on her dime as a learning experience since his path demanded connections, hers of personal choice, compelling her to juggle 20-hour weeks at the campus sustainability office with coursework, while Jack's feeds glittered with fraternity galas and finance mogul schmoozes. Candy's days divided among lectures, labor, and experimental plots where she flourished nonetheless. Professor Diana Williams, urban agriculture luminary, spotted her undergraduate vertical design's ingenuity. This could scale for urban food deserts, mentoring its evolution into a water-thrifty comprehensive system piloted in a community garden via a $15,000 university grant. Yet homeward news sharing yielded maternal distraction, swiftly pivoting to Jack's Goldman Sachs internship, dinner, devolving into his prospects as her food insecurity antidote faded to footnote. Graduation widened the chasm, Jack's business degree landing a six-figure Chicago finance perch celebrated raucously. Candy's honors in sustainable AG systems with business sustainability minor facing a tougher hunt, settling for unpaid urban harvest internship in Chicago's underserved gardens. Unpaid at your age? Her father's dismay palpable against Jack's early earnings, her defense of hands-on cutting-edge urban innovation met with muttered, glorified gardening and maternal MBA nudge to pivot lucrative, politely rebuffed as she decamped to a gritty studio. Commute be damned, for autonomy from ceaseless comparisons, you're complicating it. Her mother sighed, we want what's best, to which Candy riposted, we just differ on best. 3 post-grad years elevated her to project manager at modest pay. Budgeting tightly in that shoebox yet alight with purpose, 7 community gardens birthed in food deserts. Vertical Systems magazine featured, conference speaking invites flowing, fulfillments her family clocked via promotions not impact, dinner skewing to her finances over feats. Jack's ascent dazzled, promotions, bonuses, gifts, culminating in his proposal to Amanda, scion of a golf club ally in luxury marketing, her mother plotting a gala engagement feast at home, Candy arriving early to aid, heartwarmingly congratulating despite divergences, their sibling bond cordial if cool. Jack never echoing parental scorn, the opulent setup, flowers, china, crystal, hosted parents' coterie, Amanda's kin, Jack's peers, sans Candy's circles, toasts lauding the couple and Jack's laurels, climaxing with her father's teary champagne oration, family is everything, Jack's always made us proud, unveiling a $230,000 check for their house foundation to thunderous applause. Candy's glass midlift as the sum dwarfed her multi-year earnings, not envy but eviscerating inequity in valuation roiling her. Fleeing to kitchen cleanup, pantry eavesdrop confirmed horrors, mother's perfect evening, father's he's done everything right. At least one child isn't a failure, lambasting Candy's playing with plants paycheck to paycheck as maternal misstep via Eleanor's gardening nonsense, plate near slip yielding confrontation, I heard, I'm the failure for non-approved paths, her calm steeling against deflections, we're concerned for your security, mother soothed, father hardening childish idealism wastes potential on worthless projects. Erupting her retort on food desert impacts versus corner offices, mother's placation. Nice gardens but we want more than charity struggle, father's real difference needs bank impact, gifts for responsibility like Jack's, crystallizing financial aid only for scripted success, his snapped why invest in failure, her mother's silence sealing it, exit sans pursuit birthing resolve, delete contacts, block numbers, unfriend, liberation laced with ache, initial no-contact weeks terrified yet freed, void filling via urban harvest zeal, hydroponics iterated to 60% water savings. Professor Williams' serendipitous Harvest Day reunion yielding investor Marcus Chen's AG Tech Fund intro, his garden scrutiny spawning business plan pitch, commercial beyond nonprofits, $75,000 for 20% equity birthing vertical bloom in workshop with part-time engineer, leave of absence pledged to old gardens, entrepreneurial grind, 80-hour splits on tech, ops, clients, self-pay nil, savings strained, 3 a.m. doubts assailing if paternal right, holidays hollowing familial absence, breakthrough. Regional grocers in-store pilot hyping ultra-fresh pesticide-free yields, news buzz luring eateries, 6 months in, duo hires, engineer Layla honing irrigation, horticulturist Ryan broadening flora, profitability dawning year 1 with 8 installs, waiting lists, rooftop farm-to-table mega deal, studio to charming 1-bed upgrade earned, farm funds siphoning 30% salary for land dreams echoing Eleanor's till, year 2, 16 staff, expanded facility, national mag splash netting hotel chains. School districts, Series A swelling valuation to 7-figure paper worth sans original stake dilution, boundaries held, cousin wedding gift sans attendance, Jack's minor health scare voicemail email concern distantly, as farm fund burgeoned for AG prospect hunt, agents thrill, 40-acre McHenry jam, farmhouse rehab ready, barn solid, south-facing fields, budget maxing offer accepted, keys in hand epiphany channeling Eleanor's nod over seedling trays, 2 no-contact years capped vertical. Bloom's Tri-State installs, 15 staff, global hotel talks, farmhouse farm fusion home lab delight, moving day Zoe-led crew toasting to candy, unyielding visionary, tears blending triumph and kin void, irony's twist, next day gravel crunch revealing Jack's SUV, his window down candy? This yours? Amanda's beautiful, tour unveiling renovations, fields, systems, coffee thaw yielding his shame post father's slur, unoutreach hesitance, Amanda's, Jack's questioning career, your passion's envy, his not loving suit roll dad scripted, tour queries probing impact not ROI, orchard edge halt, dad wrong, you're amazing, phone dial to father on speaker, Jack's see what she's built, you aired, paternal pause with her. We'll discuss, Candy's head shake averting talk, post hang overstep? But truth needed, her built for me, not proof, nod to sibling bridge sans parental tether, weeks blur unpacked, phone glances expectant, 7th day Mercedes omen, fathers, porch standoff, mothers you look well, direct why unannounced, fathers Jack emphatic, verify, wary tour, maternal charm notes, paternal queries on staff, scalability, patents, fields data explication, coffee confront yielding impressive, misunderstood, her never asked, dismissed non-metric value, admissions. Trickling, concerned security, wrong to echo failure, applied finance yardstick blindly, short-sighted dismissal, maternal, missed you, realized loss, her missed too, but couldn't endure erosion, query retry terms? Respect works worth always, acknowledge hurts, door pause, grandma proud, should have heeded, tears nodding, Jack's check-in dad gushed sophistication, her wary conditional, his in-person realized vision, fragile door cracked, 6 months sprouted, fields verdant, monthly Jack visits hands dirtying, 4-day weeks probing suppressed joys, parental calls warming, maternal visits gifting homemaking pieces, paternal articles signaling study, autumnal farm dinner invite tested, Eleanor album. Of unearthed achievements touching, post-meal porch fathers reflecting disparity, $230,000 equivalent, rejection business self-made, pivot scholarship for pressured sustainable women, her name, moved she'd love, collaborative fund healing beyond coin, anniversary field gathering sunset glow, fathers envisioned abstract, not tangible, her couldn't value unseen, nod metrics limited sight, mother's arm-link learning, Jack's board roll irony, planned security ironic, your truth. Freed mine, business bloomed markets wide, farm students hub, peace from authenticity trumping sought validation, now bonus not crux, fields reflect journeys forge, rejections pain catalyzing unscripted bloom, wounds scarring yet rooting evolved bonds, lesson, self-termed success, solitary trod truth, foundations integrity's unassailable, familial growth unexpected bloom from boundaries brave stand.